Girl, I think we're going to fight with half the world today. Because what happened with Jimin has already exhausted so many fans. Today we have to talk about Jimin, because his exclusion from a BTS post has upset thousands of fans. But we also have to talk about Jungkook, because of all the members, it was Jimin he looked for when asked about their long-awaited reunion. And that's not all. There are behind-the-scenes moments that prove once again that, no matter what happens, they always end up together. We'll also remember Jimin's adorable reaction when Jungkook decided to use his lip balm without a second thought. And of course, we'll see why Jimin's spectacular outfits in Arirang are making headlines. Stay tuned until the end because this is just the beginning. A very unfortunate incident just occurred in the official Weverse Magazine, and all the fans noticed it immediately. They released a post about BTS, but Jimin was left out of the photo, and this is by no means a simple oversight or a coincidence. Many of us are quite upset because if they're going to talk about the entire group, they have to include all 7 members without leaving anyone out. Jimin is a fundamental part of the band and also Jungkook's inseparable companion, so seeing him removed from the official image seems unfair and shouldn't be overlooked. This isn't the first time something like this has happened, it's happened several times already, and that's why it's impossible not to wonder what the company is doing. HYB and Weverse Magazine need to correct this huge mistake immediately, delete that photo, replace it with one where Jimin is included, and issue a clear explanation of what happened. All official content should be thoroughly reviewed before publication because Jimin deserves the same respect and space as the other members of the group. For all of us who love seeing Jimin and Jungkook together, these actions make us even more attentive to everything the company does with them. When they omit Jimin from group photos, they're trying to diminish the presence of someone who's always by Jungkook's side, sharing every achievement. We fans won't stay silent and will continue to demand that Jimin's place be respected, because he and Jungkook are the center of our attention and deserve to be shown together with the value they truly possess. During an interview, BTS was asked how it felt to reunite after 3 years apart, and Jungkook's response left us all captivated. The first thing Jungkook did wasn't answer himself, but he immediately turned to Jimin and asked him directly, "How was it, Jimin SSI?" This beautiful gesture showed that for Jungkook, Jimin's opinion was the most important of all, revealing to the world the immense trust and special closeness that binds them as a couple at every moment. Jimin was the one who stood by him throughout that time apart, sharing the days of waiting and missing the rest of their bandmates together. When Jungkook asked him that question in front of the cameras, it was as if he were telling the entire audience that no one else could explain what they felt better than him, because they had experienced absolutely everything hand in hand. It was a crystal clear moment where Jungkook put Jimin at the center of everything to demonstrate his support and affection in front of everyone. This kind of action shows how attentive they are to each other and confirms how real the bond between Jimin and Jungkook is. For us fans who observe every little detail, seeing Jungkook give Jimin the floor like that fills us with emotion, because it proves they're there for each other through thick and thin. There's no doubt they shared that long wait like the true life partners they are, showing a direct connection that no one can hide or deny. Behind the scenes at the World Cup final, everything was absolute chaos, with countless people running around and each member busy with their own commitments. However, it only took a little observation to notice that Jimin and Jungkook always ended up close together, no matter the chaos. For us fans who watched the couple's every move, it was incredibly moving to see how, amidst all the pressure and cameras, they found a way to stay close and support each other. No matter the location, the size of the event, or the crowd, the truth is that Jimin and Jungkook always find a way to end up together. Many small details go completely unnoticed by the average person, but those of us who closely follow their interactions immediately recognize this beautiful connection. Being by each other's side during such an important moment demonstrates how comfortable and secure they feel together, no matter the situation. Seeing Jungkook and Jimin sharing these close moments confirms how natural their bond is at all times. They don't need to draw attention to themselves to make it clear that they are each other's main support, because their closeness speaks for itself. For the community that loves this couple, seeing them search for each other in the crowd at the event is further proof that their bond is real, direct, and that they will always prioritize being together no matter where they are. It's impossible not to recall that unforgettable moment from a few months ago when we witnessed the immense trust they share in their daily lives. Jungkook had his own lip balm right in front of him, but he chose to completely ignore it, instead grabbing and using Jimin's as if it were the most natural thing in the world. This straightforward act showcased the deep familiarity between them, sharing personal things without any embarrassment or distance. Jimin's reaction to this gesture was to become quite shy, giving us an incredibly sweet scene that was priceless for all of us who love their interactions. Jimin's sweet behavior revealed how much Jungkook's actions mean to him, demonstrating the unique connection between them. Seeing these kinds of everyday details makes us so happy because it reflects a genuine closeness that can't be faked in front of the cameras. This moment showed us once again that the love and affection between Jimin and Jungkook is utterly beautiful, evident, and transparent to those of us who follow them. Sharing something so personal with such ease shows us that their relationship goes far beyond the professional, revealing the lovely couple they make in their daily lives. We fans, who analyze every detail, cherish this memory because it's clear proof of how close they always are. The South Korean press couldn't stop talking about the incredible impact Jimin had during BTS's world tour Arirang at the Stade de France in Paris. Local media outlets highlighted with great admiration his significant collaboration with the prestigious brand Dior, emphasizing how each of his outfits was exclusively designed to perfectly and precisely complement every moment of the show. For us fans, seeing Jimin shine like that on such a massive stage before tens of thousands of spectators was a source of profound pride, because we know very well how much Jungkook admires his talent, his elegance, and his unique way of commanding the lights and the audience from the very first second. Among all the custom outfits he presented to reflect the identity of each performance, there was one in particular that left everyone speechless and became the main topic of headlines. It was a super sophisticated black ensemble, featuring a wool jacket full of meticulously embroidered details, a vest, leather pants, a silk scarf, and a belt with a medallion. Seeing Jimin triumph in such a grand way at a world-class venue fills all of us who follow this beautiful couple's interactions with immense emotion. You know perfectly well that when Jimin shines with his impressive charisma on stage, he not only captivates the international press and the entire audience, but also reaffirms that unique sparkle that Jungkook and millions of people around the world have fallen in love with. Every individual achievement Jimin makes on this tour represents a huge victory for the entire community that unconditionally supports them, because seeing our boy shine at the top is all we ever want to celebrate together. For all of us who closely observe Jungkook and Jimin's journey, these kinds of international milestones remind us how far they've come by supporting each other at every stage of their lives and projects. Seeing Jimin dazzle at the Stade de France wearing custom-made designs demonstrates the enormous dedication, constant effort, and passion he puts into his daily work on stage. The way he transmits his pure energy on stage proves that he remains that special person who inspires Jungkook every moment, making all of us fans feel increasingly happy and proud to accompany them on their daily journey. This enormous recognition from the media once again highlights the important place Jimin holds in the global music scene. When an artist manages to captivate the international press with their elegance and talent, it confirms all the effort behind each live performance. For fans who enjoy watching Jungkook and Jimin share every success, celebrating this great step in Paris fills our hearts, reminding us of the immense strength they possess when they continue to move forward together toward their goals. There's a reaction in Jungkook's that all fans know very well, and it's immediately noticeable when we pay close attention to his gestures at every event. When Jungkook sees Jimin touch someone other than himself, his expression changes completely in a second, becoming much more serious and clearly revealing his jealousy in front of everyone present. However, the story is entirely different when Jimin approaches him directly. As soon as the blonde boy touches him, a huge smile instantly appears on Jungkook's face, as if that simple personal contact had the power to change his mood and lighten everything completely. This clear difference in Jungkook's attitude is direct proof of the strong and special connection he shares with Jimin at all times. Jimin knows perfectly well the effect he has on him, and when he notices the jealousy on Jungkook's face, he looks at him with a pleased smile because he loves seeing such a transparent reaction from him. For Jimin, seeing Jungkook jealous isn't a problem, but rather a super fun moment that demonstrates how much he cares and the constant attention Jungkook gives him, no matter where they are. For the community that follows this couple closely, seeing these kinds of dynamics creates unforgettable moments that confirm the deep connection between them. That combination of Jungkook's jealous gaze and Jimin's playful smile shows how well they know each other and how naturally their daily relationship flows in front of the cameras. It's these kinds of everyday, sincere details that make millions of people fall in love with their bond, making it clear that there's a unique affection between them that no one can disguise or hide from the public. This transparent way of showing their feelings in public once again highlights how close they are in every project they undertake. Jungkook's reaction of always seeking Jimin's company and the way Jimin enjoys playfully teasing him demonstrate the enormous trust and familiarity they share. Every time these moments happen in front of an audience, fans are once again reminded of the authenticity of their relationship, celebrating the happiness they radiate when they're together and sharing in that beautiful chemistry that characterizes them at every moment. Seeing Jimin and Jungkook interact in such a direct way reminds us why we always look for every little detail in their public appearances. When Jungkook's expression changes as he sees Jimin approach, it becomes clear that his presence is all he needs to feel comfortable and happy. These clear signs of their love and affection for each other are what keep the entire community united and excited, demonstrating that their story is stronger than ever and that they will always prioritize each other's attention and support, no matter who else is around. Sometimes I find myself pondering why certain moments between Jimin and Jungkook stay with us for so long. There are scenes that may have lasted only a few seconds on camera, like a silent glance between them, an unconscious smile, or the slightest gesture exchanged at a large event. For many people who aren't paying attention, these details are easy to overlook, but those of us who follow this couple closely stop to observe them closely, because our hearts know how to recognize the truth of what exists between them at every moment. Perhaps that's what it truly means to support and love Jimin and Jungkook as the special couple they are in our daily lives. It's not about trying to force a story that doesn't exist or inventing strange things that didn't happen, but about allowing ourselves to be directly moved by the genuine warmth that resides in their smallest, most everyday details. To firmly believe that a deep gaze, a sincere smile, or a moment of shared silence between two people who love each other so much can make everything around them feel much softer, more beautiful, and more peaceful for all of us who support them. For the fan community that closely observes every step of this relationship, these moments are worth far more than any words spoken in public during an interview. Seeing them look directly at each other without saying a word, or how they smile when they are very close, demonstrates the pure and solid connection they have built over the years. Following Jimin and Jungkook teaches us to appreciate the simplest and most genuine aspects of their daily lives in front of the public. Every small gesture they share immediately becomes an unforgettable memory that holds the true value of their closeness. At the end of the day, it is this transparent connection that keeps us all united, constantly celebrating their love, proving that we don't need grand speeches or complicated explanations when their looks and actions say absolutely everything we need to know about their beautiful union. Cherishing these moments is what makes being a fan of this couple so beautiful, joyful, and inspiring for people of all ages. Knowing that Jimin and Jungkook always find ways to show each other support, security, and affection through a simple gesture gives us the certainty that their bond is completely real, strong, and lasting. The impact these small interactions have on the public demonstrates the positive effect they have when they are truly themselves. No matter how many events they attend or how many commitments they have to fulfill, their naturalness remains the main reason why millions of people choose to follow them on their journey. Every shared silence and every shared smile confirms that what they have built goes beyond the stage, revealing a unique bond that strengthens with time and that we will always protect and celebrate together.